you feel constantly exhausted by anxiety? Do you react to every little thing that goes wrong? If so, you are living out of the wrong mind. Over 700 years ago, Nichiren Daishonin pinpointed exactly why we lose our center. He revealed a deep truth called the ninth consciousness. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to access this second mind. It is a quiet, unbreakable center, and you will learn how to switch it on before your day even begins. But here's the secret most people miss. You cannot think your way into this peaceful mind. Trying to fix your anxiety with your anxious mind is exactly what keeps you trapped. To fix this, you first have to understand the invisible trap you are sitting in right now. Most of us go through our days feeling completely drained. We get upset quickly. We worry about tomorrow. Why does this happen? So, what is the eighth consciousness in Buddhism? In simple terms, it is the deep storage room of your mind. It is where all your past karma and reactive habits are kept. Older Buddhist texts call this the alaya consciousness, but let's just call it the reactive mind. Think of it like a muddy well. Every painful memory and bad habit lives down there. When you snap at someone you love, that is the reactive mind. When you wake up with dread in your chest, that is the reactive mind. It runs on autopilot. It is completely contaminated by your past karma. But this realization should bring you massive relief. You are not broken. You are not a weak person. You are just trying to drink water from a muddy well. Of course you feel exhausted. So, if our normal mind is full of all this muddy karma, how do we ever find true peace? This is where Nichiren introduces something incredible: the second mind. Beneath that muddy well, there is a second mind. In Buddhism, this is called the ninth consciousness. Some texts call it the Amala consciousness. That simply means the fundamentally pure mind. This mind is not touched by your past karma. It is completely clean. Stress cannot damage it. Grief cannot break it. Toxic people cannot reach it. It is an unshakable center of peace. This is your true Buddha nature. You might think this sounds like a faraway dream, or something only a monk on a mountain can find. But Nichiren Daishonin taught the exact opposite. In his letter, The Real Aspect of the Gohanzon, he makes a bold promise. He writes, "Never seek this Gohanzon outside yourself. The Gohanzon exists only within the mortal flesh of us ordinary people." This means the ultimate reality is already inside you. The pure mind is living in your chest right now. Imagine having a safe place inside yourself, a quiet room that never panics, a heart that always knows exactly what to do. That is the ninth consciousness. Now you know this pristine second mind exists right inside you. But there is a massive problem. You cannot just wish your way into it. You need a specific key to unlock the door. How do you activate the ninth consciousness? In Nichiren Buddhism, chanting
Namu Myoho Renge Kyo
is the direct tool. It bypasses your reactive mind. It pulls the pure, unshakable mind to the surface. You are not begging an outside force for peace. You are not asking the universe for a favor. You are using sound to unlock your own second mind. Think about how you sit at your altar right now. Most people chant while thinking about their anxiety. They chant about their bills. They chant about their broken relationships. But doing this just stirs up the muddy water. It keeps you trapped in the eighth consciousness. Stop chanting at your problems. Start chanting to wake up the lion inside you. When you chant Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, the sound cuts straight through the mud. It dives past all your deep karma. It turns on the ninth consciousness. You literally switch from a mind that reacts to a mind that commands. When you actually do this, your reality changes. Let's look at what this means for your life tomorrow morning. You have two minds. One is the reactive mind, filled with heavy karma. The other is the pure second mind, filled with Buddhahood. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo is how you switch between them. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. You feel that familiar knot of anxiety in your chest. But instead of letting it ruin your day, you stop. You sit down. You chant. And you physically feel yourself drop past the noise. You land in that deep, quiet, unbreakable center. Every little worry acts like a thick clump of dark mud dropping right into that water. Waking up with a heavy chest or feeling angry quickly does not mean you are a weak person. You are simply exhausted because you are trying to drink water from a muddy well. Nichiren wrote down a profound observation about the brain. He taught that the thick, messy mud is only the top layer of who you are. If you look closely, right beneath all that dark water, there is something else. This is your second mind. It is a completely silent, perfectly still, and entirely safe room that lives right inside your chest. You cannot fix an anxious mind by using your anxious mind. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Chanting these words is like a direct teleport. It moves you out of the messy reactions, then gently places you right into your own internal safe room, leaving the anxiety far behind. So I want to give you a simple challenge for tomorrow morning. When you wake up and feel that methy mud starting to swirl in your stomach or your head, stop what you are doing, find a quiet space, and speak the ancient chant, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, to cut through the noise. The true secret to overcoming a bad day is not fighting the muddy water. It is using your voice to wake up your unbreakable center and letting that peace guide you through the rest of your day. But once you find this center, your old habits will try to pull you back. To stop that, you need to know why your chanting might be hitting an invisible wall. Watch this video next to fix your mindset, and visit NMRKOB.com to join our community.